So you took a day off yesterday.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
It depended upon what hour of the day that it was, because there were a couple of times that I felt like I was a no-call, no-show. It was just down in my guts. Like, I had been scheduled to go into work and I just completely forgot. But there were a lot of pros to it as well. Like, it was challenging to get through that feeling, but I did. And I learned some stuff along the way. Like, first of all, there's a benefit to this new model because I'm actually going to have the time to do things like studying the editing software and teaching myself different things that I can do, and not feeling so rushed to like find a song for the video that I want to publish. And you know, most of all, one of the things I walked away from during one of the moments, it was when we were leaving the basketball court and I was feeling like, you know, I was a no-call, no-show. I wanted to just mention it, like do a quick video selfie and just mention it to the camera. But, you know, I didn't want to put a 15-second video up on YouTube or even up on Instagram or TikTok because it didn't make any sense. But what I realized in taking a break is that throughout the day, much like this video right now, we can capture, you know, 15 seconds of footage to a minute of footage of me just like sharing my thoughts, and then edit it all together into a high-quality video later. So I think that was my major takeaway from my break yesterday.
Great. So I wanted to I should have asked you this question earlier before I asked you the question that I did. So do what you want with it editing wise.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to ask about what was it that made you change your mind from at least working on something for a couple hours every day to completely taking the day off yesterday?
I needed like a fresh restart because I just know myself.
Right.
And how obsessive I can be once I start on a project.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed a full stop because yesterday, if I had even given myself a slot of 3 hours, I hadn't yet broken up the routine that I had been following for the past 2 months, so I would have probably ended up editing for 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was better to just do the full stop.
So then that freaks me out. Does that mean that tonight you're gonna not stop yourself after 2 hours?
No, because I interrupted the cycle.
Okay.
You know, and as I mentioned, like I went through my feelings probably like 3 or 4 times yesterday, where I was like, it's okay that I'm not publishing something tonight.
Right.
It's okay that I'm not constantly thinking about what I want to shoot with the camera. And so I have gotten myself to a better place. Plus we ended up having a ton of great conversation about like the benefits of actually taking my time with it.
Yeah.
Fucking starlings.
Ew! There's poop everywhere!
Oh my god, I parked under the tree and that's a bad idea this time of year.
Poop apocalypse! So, since you're not doing a daily vlog every day, it's looking like you're gonna need to name it something else. Do you have any ideas?
I have no ideas. Naming yeah, this is a realization that I had when I was in bed last night. I wrote myself a note like, hey, it's Ben, I can keep, but daily vlog I really can't.
Right.
So no, I'm undecided on that. Hopefully once I actually come up with a brand name, then it will lend itself to a new name for the vlog. I might just stick with, hey, it's Ben, and then make the counter like 001.
See, wow, okay, so you reset the clock.
Well, yeah, because it's not a daily video anymore.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, no.
You take one day off and that's that.
Totally. One of the things that we had talked about previously was your level of confidence as an editor, as a videographer, whatever you want to call yourself, creator of content.
Content creator.
Yeah. You would pepper me with questions every 9 seconds. And
that's not an exaggeration for people who are watching this.
It's really not. And I'm fine, like, giving my input, but I think a lot of it, like, you knew what you wanted to do, and you just weren't confident enough that you had the right idea in the first place. So how are you feeling about that now?
I think that's one of the perks of getting away from the daily vlog. Like, with my confidence levels, you know, when I was doing a one-shot, I knew when I nailed it. There was no question about when I had nailed it. When it came to editing, though, it was also new for me. That since I was really trying to rush through everything and get everything out within a 24-hour time period, you know, if I was questioning something, it was just easier, and it saved a lot more time to be able to just ask you, you know, what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on this? Because it sped up my process, even just a little tiny bit. But now that I've taken a step back from it, it's really allowing for me to take a breath, and rather than asking you while you're trying to relax or focus on something else, you know, I'm asking myself, because I don't have that time constraint that I did.
I also think that you, like I said, you already knew the answer, maybe not very, very early on, but I do think that you have the skills and the vision to tell the story the way that you want to tell it.
Yeah.
And so you already knew the answer. You were looking for maybe confirmation or to see if you were, you know, wrong. But I think now you're in a position where if you do something that I believe should be tweaked, I'll tell you. But if I don't say anything, then that means that you were right all along.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's two things to that. First of all, it's kind of like, you know, flipping a coin to make a decision. I don't know if this is the same for everyone as it is for me, but when that coin goes up in the air, I know which one I want it to be, heads or tails. And it's kind of like that. You know, the flip side of it too is sometimes the answer was that I needed to do some, like, a technical kind of editing to get a particular outcome that I wanted, but I didn't have the know-how. So I skipped it because, you know, editing every day, again, I didn't have time to start learning all of this new stuff on the software.
Right.
So I think, again, it's going to really end up helping with my confidence in that regard.
So real quick before we go inside, I think it'd be good to give everyone an update on where you are with tech. You had gotten recently gifted a really nice microphone.
Yeah. And
so far we haven't used it. So, like, what's going on there?
That was really one of the impetuses for me to take a break and take a step back. Because I found myself really wanting to use it that night that you interviewed me, that last video that I did. But again, I just didn't have the time to do everything that I needed to. So I prioritized the quality of the sound over the daily vlog. Yeah.
When you say everything you needed to do, can you clarify for everyone what?
Right. So, you know, if I wanted to use it the other night, the only way that I would have been able to is if I had set up the microphone with my laptop, the laptop off screen, recorded the audio using my laptop, and then recording the video with my cell phone. And then I would have had to then go in and edit everything so that it synced up with my lips. And that would have added probably another at least 1 hour, maybe 2 hours to be able to do it.
Alternatively, if you had gotten an adapter for your phone.
Which I managed to at least find one that I liked. You know, having the time off yesterday gave me the time to hop on Amazon and start looking into this kind of stuff. So what's coming up next in regards to the microphone is there is an adapter that my Android phone can use, and it should allow for me to be able to bring it pretty much anywhere. So I'll be able to use the microphone even if we're in a situation like this one, or we're sitting on a picnic table or out in the middle of the woods. I think it's really going to add something cool. So
to summarize, you won't have to be recording video and audio separately and then syncing them up. You can record them simultaneously.
Exactly. And it's gonna just look so much better as well as sound so much better.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So now that we are back home, I am going to sit down in front of my laptop and try to edit the stuff that I put together today in just 2, maybe 3 hours.
So it's taken you 1 hour and 20 minutes today.
Just about. I just finished the majority of this video. I'm going to add this last extra part in, and then I'm going to have the rendering time, which could be, 15 or 20 minutes. So easily under 2 hours to get a full day's worth of content.
Yeah, I mean, is this what you think it's going to be moving forward? You're going to still be able to be putting out daily videos?
I think so. This video is really simple. I think like just super conversational videos like today, I can put out. I wouldn't say on a daily basis, but I can put out pretty regularly. And then stuff that requires more editing than this will certainly be less frequent than something like that. But it's nice to know that I can actually have a balance of both of those.
Sure.
So I can have videos coming out a lot.
Any more thoughts on what you're gonna call it?
Not yet. No, I'll get there tomorrow. But I threw in a title earlier, just calling it the Interim vlog. Or
yeah.
vlog, rather. And I think that'll do at least for now until I come up with another name.
That's what an interim does.
That's right. Alright, let's get it up.
Alright.